Midlands Today, with the stories beyond the headlines. Midlands 103.
You're welcome back to Midlands Today here on Midlands 103. The time now is 10:40. Now, you may or may not know that at this very moment, the national finals of the VEX IQ Robotics competition is underway. It's a chance for schools from this region to represent the area at the World VEX IQ Robotics Championships in early May if they get through the national finals, which are underway. Let's find out a lot more about this right now. We are joined on the programme this morning by the STEM Engagement Officer for Laois County Council, Seanie Morris. Good morning, Seanie.
Good morning, Sally Ann. Thanks for having me.
Not at all. Thank you for joining us on the programme today. So for those who aren't familiar with this particular competition, Seanie, can you tell us what's it all about?
Well, as a brief background, this began through Dell Technologies back in 2012, and it was then quickly picked up by MTU in Cork. From there, it had spread out to other technological universities across the island of Ireland and some of the local authorities. And that was a way to branch it out into schools. So primary and secondary schools can get these VEX IQ kits. What they do then is they will construct a robot that has to carry out specific requirements for a game. Each year, the competition game changes. So this year, for the IQ competition, it's rapid relay. These schools can then take part in the regional final if they want. From there, they then qualify to the nationals, which is where we are today, down at MTU in Bishopstown in Cork. For the primary school, the VEX IQ National Robotics Final today.
So can you tell us in terms of representation from the Midlands, what schools are taking part, Seanie?
We have today 3 from County Laois. There's Pike of Rushall, Emo National School and Paddock National School. And from Offaly, we have a team from Ballinamuir 5th class. We also have another team from Ballinamuir National School called Haribo. We also have a family team from Tullamore called School of Bots. And we also have another school whose name I forget right now as I'm on the spot. There's 4 from Offaly altogether. It'll come to me as we're talking, trust me.
We'll forgive you. We'll be covering the results of this on the show anyway later this week. So don't worry, you won't be in too much trouble. We'll cover that.
That's good. And actually, just to add, Sally Ann, this is actually the 3rd day of the finals. Yesterday was what the competition refers to as middle school, where the first and second years of secondary school took part. And we had 3 teams, each from the Midlands cluster counties. That's Laois, Offaly, Westmeath and Longford. And they swept the board of the awards yesterday. There were 7 individual team awards yesterday, and the Midlands counties teams took all 7, which was a great boost for the region as well.
I presume from your perspective, Seanie, in terms of being STEM Engagement Officer with Laois County Council, I mean, this competition is ideal in the way that it's targeted at children. So it's something very practical and hands-on that they could see come to life.
That is very true, Sally Ann. STEM is a major part in the educational development of children, and particularly for those who may not see themselves as sporty. It's an outlet in the school where other children may get to flourish. Even children with autism and special educational needs, they see things in a different way, and the practicality of these robot kits allows them to build and explore and troubleshoot. But there's further development too, because part of the requirement of this program is that they also must learn a bit of coding. It's very easy to use. It's based on a visual block-based language called Scratch. It's run by Python in the background where the magic happens. But Python is running most of our world today. And as the world is, transitioning to this way of being helped by technology, it's hoped that getting these kids interested at an early age with STEM projects like robotics and the VEX program, that they'll pursue it during secondary school and head towards a career path in 3rd level that will include something along the lines of robotics, coding, engineering, graphic design, computer science, ICT, because there are so many jobs in these areas that need to be filled. And in the Midlands counties, it's all part of a digitalization plan where we can actually invest into these programs. It's all part of the European Union Just Transition Fund Midlands Pathway to Just Transition project. There's a mouthful for you. So it's €3.9 million spread across the 4 Midlands counties that encourages uptake in these STEM projects, as well as boosting the food and beverage industries in those 4 counties, because there's a lot of talent that's here. And these kids are going to be part of that talent pool should they decide to pursue something at 3rd level that allows existing businesses to think how they can sustainably grow and create more jobs, tap into this pool. And these kids today, if they choose this career path in the future, they won't have to travel far for those jobs, and will have a better quality of life in a more sustainable environment here across the Midlands.
Well, fingers crossed. Hopefully we will have a good result with some of the teams that are competing in the region. But as we all know, it's all about the taking part, right, Seanie?
That is true. It's not all about the winning. However, with those awards, that's what the schools today, having progressed from their own regionals across all of Ireland today, there is a wealth of talent. Mm-hmm. There are many schools from, I think there's maybe 14 counties are represented here today, okay. Some of them with multiple teams. And yes, the winners today, we're hoping there's going to be a Midlands one or two that are going to make their way to the finals of the World VEX IQ Championships in Texas in early May. So fingers crossed. We'll be even doing a live broadcast like this in early May from Texas.
Oh, wow. Well, I might try and get back into the hot seat for that one if you need anyone to come along as part of the trip. I'm there. Seanie, thank you so much for joining us on the programme. Seanie Morris, STEM Engagement Officer there with Laois County Council, live speaking to us from Cork, where that competition VEX IQ is underway. And fingers crossed for all our Midlands participants.